the refinery.
Orxon.
Orxon Refinery. And you'll see what makes this stage special.
Is this not in 2016 stage?
It's not in 2016 either.
I don't recall the name, so I had a feeling. Oh, it's bright green, that planet.
This is the Blarg home planet.
All right.
But the atmosphere is so toxic, Ratchet can't survive on it. So we gotta beat a little Clank.
All right.
It's a grossly beautiful planet.
It is. There's all sorts kicking off outside my house at the minute. Let's do this.
So yeah, it's a very, very creepy stage.
The fuck was that?
A mutated creature. Ah. Gadgebots.
Attack! The gadgets are used for a very different functionality in this game compared to 2016. They're mainly just for puzzles on 2016.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much their primary puzzle here, but... their primary thing here, but... Is that... Yeah, it is. Follow me. It's different. It's. I mean, you'll see in 2, but like here, there's just gadgebots. But in 2, they've got like.
It's kind of like 2016,
Different
isn't it? Where you've got like bridge bots and you've got magnet bots and.
And then I think in 3 they just give up on the whole thing. I don't remember 3 having Clank stages, and if it did have them, I don't remember them being anything special. Oh my god, they're getting stuck on like all the crates.
You need 6, don't you?
I think I do, yeah. And I got here 4.
There's still some up the top as well.
5, and then like the one up there, 6. I did lose a nanotech, so I'll get one. You, follow me. I knew that was gonna happen. Follow me. Wait here. Follow me. Wait here.
It is a little bit more this section like the 2016 version, which I like. I liked the gadget bots. I thought it was a cool thing. I mean, obviously the 2016 version had them expanding into bridges and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. This is more just like follow, stop, attack, go through a door.
It is.
But it's still, like, I like it because it's still a puzzle situation. So are you doing the Rift Apart
What do you
playthrough for the channel?
I will, if you want me to.
I'm just thinking consistency. You've done all of these, but they might as well have your opinion on Rift Apart. As the resident Ratchet aficionado, which is not an easy thing to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I will enjoy every second of playing it. I think. I hope. I pray. And if I don't, I'll tell you why. I give 2016 a lot of flack. I know I do.
It's like me. I am a massive, huge fan of the original RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
And that utter trash that they brought out remake is just no good. But I fully appreciate that people who didn't know it back then, that have only seen the new one and then found out that there's old ones and gone back, but still prefer the new one. Obviously, you do tend to attach to the one that you see first. Which is why I think I attached to 2016. Although saying that, this is not at all come across as inferior to 2016, in my opinion. It's equal to, if not better than. I just have more affinity for 2016 than you do, because I seen 2016 first.
Yeah.
I didn't have this to compare it to.
That's the thing is I view it in a critical light because I have direct comparison reference to.
Mm-hmm. The source material. It's like Tomb Raider. We played the original Tomb Raiders at the time the Tomb Raider came out back in the day, and then these remakes came out. Now, I personally think the remakes are the best ones.
If we go direct, if we're talking like super direct, and we're saying Tomb Raider 1 and then Tomb Raider Anniversary, or are we going Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
How do you mean?
Well, because they did Tomb Raider 1.
Yeah.
And the unfinished business, and then they did the Tomb Raider Legend Underworld Anniversary. And Anniversary is a direct remake of Tomb Raider 1. But then there's this restart again with Tomb Raider, and
well, I think that the newest trilogy, the what we will call PS4 generation trilogy, is the best iteration of Lara Croft and Tomb Raider to date. Followed closely by the original trilogy. of Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3. I'm not a fan of Angel of Darkness, and I'm not a fan of the other stuff. And I never got a chance to play it because I wasn't PC gaming or anything back then. So I never got a chance to play the added ports and extra bits and bobs that the PC side of things got.
All right. You see, I've played Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider Unfinished Business, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 2. What was it? The Gold Dagger or something, I think it was called. I've played Tomb Raider 3, then Tomb Raider 3: The Lost Artifact, 4, 5, the utter trash that was Angel of Darkness. And then all of the ones after that. God, I played a lot of Tomb Raiders. I think I've lost a Gadgetbot somewhere. It usually happens.
I don't even know how many you need.
That's the thing. The place that I need them is down here, and I'm pretty sure I've either lost a Gadgetbot in that room.
You've lost more than one. You've only got 4, haven't you?
I think I have 5? No, I've got 4. Okay. 2 of them got lost in that room. That's fine. Yeah. Tomb Raider 1 is a brilliant game. In some ways, it's better than Tomb Raider 2, but in other ways, it's not better than Tomb Raider 2. Okay, you're in a decent spot. I'm going to leave you there, Gadgetbot. Ah, there's me, the Gadgetbot. Right, there we go. Right. Follow me. No! There we go. Excellent. That wasn't too bad.
No, it could have been a lot worse than that.
I think the Tomb Raiders, now this might be an unpopular opinion because I don't know how people typically tend to take it, but Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, really good. Tomb Raider 4, the turning point for me.
You're gonna have to remind me, because obviously I don't recall. I remember 1, 2, and 3 distinctly. Which one was 4?
So Tomb Raider 4 was in Egypt.
Yes, it's shite. Which one was 5?
5 was Chronicles, where it used different versions of Lara Croft to tell different stories. So there was one with young Lara in England, and
it was shite.
Lara, who was like on a Russian submarine, and then yeah.
What I don't understand, is some people aren't keen on the current trilogy, but I think they do a good job because they don't try and redo or retread old ground. It is literally the inception of Lara. It is her becoming Lara. She isn't the Lara that you know from all of the other games or anything like that. She's learning to become a Tomb Raider. She's finding herself, and you can see that pain. She's never killed anyone before in the first game, and all of that comes across, and I think it's great. And then by the third game, you are essentially Rambo, which is exactly what Lara Croft was in the other games. A stone-cold badass killer.
The trouble is I've never read any of the books and stuff about it. God, if I had my sister here, she'd be able to tell you when it all happened, because she got really, really into like the whole Lara Croft thing. She knew like all the key dates and everything like that. But the other thing is I don't feel like the new Tomb Raider trilogy steps on the toes of the original. It could very easily finish the new Tomb Raider trilogy and then go into even the original or the remake version, or you can even tie in the remake version into the original as well. I think they all flow together into one continuity, if you would like them to.
I think what we're going to get is, I think they're going to step away from Tomb Raider for a few years. But then when they come back, I think they'll still be continuing the current version of Lara Croft and the current version of it, which I think is a good thing, because they built a solid foundation. The three games that we've got build her backstory, which is not something that they've really done before in the games.
Yeah.
So when they come back with the next one, she's a fully fledged archaeologist. You know what I mean? She's going to have the whole 9 yards.
Better not let Ratchet see this one.
Oh, something's going on here. What you doing, Clanky boy? Hiding information? We don't want to be lighting that sunshine.
We should get 2 cutscenes off the bat, because I did both objectives.
Hey, you giving me these or not?
They are magnetic. I appear to be stuck to them.
Oh. What do you have in there?
Gears, metal filings, dust.
You know what I mean. What is it?
I will show you this, but you must promise to stay focused on our missions.
Is it something about Quark?
Cities are full of smog, swamps are full of muck, and tar pits are full of tar. But here at Joe I Resort, the sun shines 24 hours a day. Visitors get a free O2 mask to explore our warm waters. The benign marine life will welcome you to the big blue world under the sea. You can also use our complimentary flippers to partake in speed swimming. So come to Joe I Resort and leave your world and your troubles behind.
That's definitely in 2016. I remember that place.
I knew it.
Oh, come on. Switch off your nerd circuits and have some fun. Look, we'll go just long enough to pick up the O2 mask.
Perhaps the extra oxygen will help your brain to function properly.
Yeah, and maybe the salt water will rust your mouth shut.
Now, we have the boots. We could return to Battaglia and do that. Or we can go to Jawai Resort, Pokitaru.
You are the expert of all things Ratchet. I will leave that with you.
We're going to go to Pokitaru.